Hello there, welcome along to a special edition of Off the Cuff, and we are live. Yes, we're running. I won't do so much of talking. Remember that this watch along of the UCL is brought to you kind of sketchy Betway, Djibu, Ghana, and yeah, listen, let's get right into the game. But with me in the studio today, and we're going to be talking a lot about everything football. I hope you enjoyed the esports earlier. I told you I have a lot to talk about. Yeah, we are now going to talk about it. But 25 minutes in, yeah. The theories seem to be working. So it is Paris Saint-Germain, the home team, 2, Internationale, the away team, 0. Yeah. So bonsoir, 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 monsieur et la madame. Yeah. Welcome to the show. To my immediate right, he goes by the name Football Professor. His name is Jesse. Today I'm waiting for the first theory he's going to couch from what he's been overly particular with what he's seen. Good evening, Jess. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm enjoying the match already.
You're not smiling?
No. I'm not smiling. I'm not smiling at all. I'm not impressed with the way Inter's awareness is not there yet for me. But then we are just 26 minutes into the game, and this is a final. So let's see what happens.
You constantly say jest, but now we've moved from 26, we are getting into 27,
yes.
And it's still jest.
Yes. In football, people use 2 seconds to even turn things around. So things can change. Yeah, for me, things can change.
So now he's singing a gospel song already. Everything is turning around for my good. That's what he's trying to do, anyways. But also, joining us today is Twilight. Let me keep it simple. Twilight.
Oh, Adi.
No Apple assisting.
Oh, this is in a wrong go chalk small.
Wrong go
sometimes we'll make the kiddies come in someday.
Where who be the kiddie for you? Because you go buy somebody from one team where the team you check like you buy and finish some song they then they sing right now. Holy Spirit moving now. Where then they move through teams.
Oh, it be normal, it happen. And I'm just he's a Mbappe, his season just started. Like his Madrid career. His Madrid career just started.
Okay.
You have players like Ibrahimovic who actually had that case. They were moving from club to club and their previous clubs were winning.
Okay.
But he's in Madrid. The team born to win the Champions League. So you see us next season.
All right.
Yeah. No, but I'm really happy because everything is going for me.
Everything is going well.
We already have our Ballon d'Or and our Golden Boy winner.
That is?
These are due for Golden Boy and my boy Dembele for Ballon d'Or.
But I feel Jesse will disagree.
Yeah, I heard.
Whilst his boys are home.
I highly disagree.
His boys are playing FC 25?
No. Yeah, they are not even playing.
My boys are home. His boys are also. His boys
you are not competing this season. You are the one pushing your players for Ballon d'Or and Golden Boy. But, right, you see them no reach. The big boys where then did it.
We've heard you.
Desire Dewey, Golden Boy, 2025. Yeah, settled.
Nice one. Charlie, guys, remember that we're streaming live on YouTube, we're streaming live on X, we're streaming live on Facebook. And as it stands, DiMarco is trying to make an incursion. However, offside, yes, referee Kovac said it's an offside. So today actually happens to be the 20th anniversary of the Allianz Arena as we see it now. So 20 years ago today, it was reopened, refreshed, reinvigorated, fresh like this, Charlie. And since then, it's given us a Champions League winner, and that Champions League winner was the first time they were winning it. So, Twilight, first time for someone else?
Yeah, you know this season has been the season for the underdogs.
Yeah,
it's only Chelsea who has kind of they were the only team who were the bigger team to win, but PSG is making sure that we are maintaining that record.
I mean, how can you say this? Why are you doing this to Chelsea?
No, I'm really supporting you guys.
Oh, everybody knows I support West Ham.
Why you are running?
I'm not running. Oh, West Ham, we were the actual first team to win that trophy that Chelsea are bragging about. And Manchester United also cannot win. They went to Vietnam to play with rice farmers and won a certain rice trophy, and they are jubilating over it. You remember at the start of the season, they won a certain trophy.
Like
they left
stadium. That stadium is like
next time they should not do that. Yeah. But guys, so far the game is 30 minutes into it. Charlie, it's looking like Inter are still not. Oh, okay, there's an incursion here. Cuts back, but into the channel, goes back out wide, cuts back again, heads out. Marquinhos in there. Ugh. I don't think it's working for Inter. How they have set up this?
Yeah, it's not working for Inter. I think today of all days where they are mostly robust with their defensive structure, I'm seeing otherwise right now. you know, when it comes to the final, you should make sure that your defensive awareness is there. I've seen that throughout the season. I'm not seeing that now. I don't know whether it's because of the pressure, and I'm surprised if pressure will have to go into anybody. It shouldn't be Inter Milan. Having most of their players participate in a final before, then I'm surprised about this. But then they have a great tactician in Simone Inzaghi, and then things can be tweaked. As I said earlier on, I've seen watching this match, I've seen certain loopholes in this PSG team in terms of defense. And if I sit here and I'm able to see it, I'm sure Simone Inzaghi can also see it and do certain tweaks to it for personally for the Inter team. So far so good. It's been glossy for PSG. They are doing very well, and it was expected that PSG is going to control the match. Inter Milan didn't really come to play football. However, when it comes to teams that can also play football too, you can also have Inter Milan. They have a much balanced team than Paris Saint-Germain, but currently as things are going, it's going well for Paris Saint-Germain.
Going well for Paris Saint-Germain means that 31 minutes gone, they have a corner kick and they're about to effect it from the far side. The guys are coming into the penalty box, and let's see what happens. Mendes is trying to find a way to lob one into the box. Is it going to be an outswinger? Yes, but is it going to go far? Beautiful outswinger, heads go up, someone gets pushed mid-air. He did not stop and scream for the penalty. He rather went to attack the second ball. That's really some form of change in that particular setup. But Twilight, would you say that shipping away Mbappe has been a blessing for PSG?
It's kind of true though, because right now you can see the players play together. Yeah. There's no single target man like they normally. Even Mbappe was in this game. It was going to be like even not this game in particular, the entire season. Yeah, it would have been the focal point, and you know the egos and stuff. Right now, that thing is not there. And you know Luis Enrique, who has been a very experienced coach from his time at Barca, I think he's able to control these players, and I actually believe he actually likes the squad like this. So he being going in has been a blessing for them.
Been a blessing for them now. Well, let's see what happens. But he will be pained that he just left the team, and he's actually having a legal tussle with the team.
And the trolls are going to be coming in because the French fans, they are going to, because he was there for years, they never tied the trophy. But he just left, they've won it. So he's going to really have a headache. But it's normal.
Nice one. The last time PSG were in this situation where they played in the Champions League final was under Thomas Tuchel, and right after that they let go of him as their head coach. But let's talk about letting go of coaches. We've heard the rumor mill start spinning beautifully in the direction of, not rumor only though, but I've got some concrete information concerning Inter's coach. Is it time for him to move away from the club?
I think it will be still too early. He still has a lot to do. He's been just a second final.
Second final in number of years.
He before coming to Inter wasn't that, they weren't performing that good. They were hesitating in group stages. They weren't going that far. Yeah. Yes. So he has done a very good job so far. If he's leaving, maybe another team, maybe Juventus or somebody is giving him a better offer.
Juventus?
Or if something like that.
What if he has to go to Saudi and become the highest paid coach in the world? If he was your friend,
I'll tell him to go and take that money.
Tell him to go and take that money. Now, I think that's the message we should all tell Zinedine Zidane. So the info coming in, Twilight, Jesse, before we came on, we heard that Zinedine Zidane, he has actually been tempted by the Parisian club, but he refused that. He's waiting for, and the corner comes in from PSG, heads go up, and Marquinhos heads the ball away, and it's for a goal kick in favor of Internazionale, who are playing in their away kit. That looks like some fire. When they started the season, they just really looked good. But talking back about coaches and Zidane, who was actually linked to, wow, okay, now this is a tactical.
Yes.
What is Dembele ready to do? That's nice pressing.
Yeah, pressing.
That's really nice pressing.
You see, an effective press needs
to
be.
That's really good about. They are leading too, but they are not relaxing.
Yes, an effective press needs to be coordinated, and then they've done it excellently.
But it looks like the press has been beaten through, and a chance for
they have possession.
That's
my former coach. If he had 2 goals, he would have been back there defending by now. Ancelotti. So it's just beautiful watching them. They are 2-0 up, but you can see they are still
Oh,
person.
Ancelotti is in Brazil saying all sorts of things.
For catch hits.
For catch hits. Right. So Ancelotti, what do you need? Nice one. But Zidane, should he go? He has 100 million euros on the table for 1 year. Go away.
I don't know what he wants because the champs is clearly not leaving his post. They have a World Cup. Yeah, that's 2026.
Yeah.
So if you are even going to get the job, it will be after France failed to perform at that World Cup that maybe he will resign or something. So taking that job from this year to the next year and having a cool 100 million I think his family members should beat him to go and take the money.
Family members should beat him. But Jesse,
mostly I feel it's not just about money. It's just about the success in the challenge that some of the people want to look at. You watch Zidane and then you realize that with Zidane, he has always taken up challenges that he knows he will succeed.
So
he's
that's
definitely succeed.
If you know you are going to succeed, I won't tell me it's a challenge. Yeah. Because that means you like the easy part. You want a challenge, maybe you are picking a team who is like not doing well just from there, and you want to go and achieve something. A coach like Jose Mourinho is somebody who says a coach who has been taking challenges.
Okay.
Yes, but if you tell me that you have to wait for the French national team who have been Mbappé, Dembele, I even think this will be French, right?
Yeah. They
have the best.
And the ball comes in.
They have the best talent.
Another French guy could have just.
And you want to like inherit this team. You are telling me you want challenge.
Yeah, but then when you look at it, that is the trend that Zidane has taken. After Zidane succeeded with Real Madrid, you realize the number of teams that came in for Zidane, and he rejected everything. Yeah, he has been hiding.
United brought their accident team.
Yes.
They brought it to his workshop.
They want to come in.
What kind of corner kick is this?
Oh, that was close.
Thuram again.
But PSG should try and go into halftime with a 2-0 lead. Because if Inter get an equalizer, it's going to be a really tough second half for them.
That's interesting. You know, ahead of this game, PSG were training, and I'm sure the person who leaked that video must have lost his or her job by now. There was a video that was trending about PSG with Luis Enrique standing on a scaffold, and he was high up and was directing them where to be. So he has pictured the Inter boys in his mind. He has played the game in his mind, and he was telling them where to be. And I think whoever leaked that video would get his job handed to him. I'm really sure. But Mendes is down. Oh, someone who made sure that the chances of Mo Salah for Ballon d'Or disappeared in 2 games.
I think he's fine. You'll be able to continue.
You think so?
I'm saying.
If he goes off, it will be a big blow for them.
It's super huge. Super huge. He
can't lose such a player in a final.
Let's talk about how important he has been for the team. Look at how he was able to even shut down the kind of people he has come up against. We're hearing Saka, somebody will say, oh, they'll give an excuse for him that he was coming back from injury. But I have a policy.
No. When he played Real Madrid, that time he wasn't coming back from injury. That time he was on form. So that one, it should not be an excuse because that game was just after our time. So he just handled him.
Yes, I do.
With Nuno Mendes, I believe is the handiwork of the coach. It's the role that was given to him, especially when you look at the 2 matches against Liverpool and then against Arsenal. His going advance up the pitch, it was very, very, very limited. His major work was to ensure that these guys were coached, and then he did it very, very, very well. Yeah.
They did it very, very well. Very soon we'll be crossing over to my colleague JKD inside Good Park. Get to get the vibe inside that place as well. Yeah, we know a lot of the Arsenal fans came to do hate watch for Paris Saint-Germain, but as it stands, it has Bukamu. But nice interesting third-man movements in the box, but no one to latch onto it. And Hakimi comes off with the ball. He's strolling and he gets the man. Doué. Hello, JKD. So Thuram has the ball, he goes out wide, finds the Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries comes in, no, but the ball is picked up again.
Nice one.
Goes with his foot, that could, in Italian football is not a foul, but English football could be a foul. JKD, can you hear me?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are live at the Old Mutual, getting into collaboration with Good Pack at the Accra Mall. Behind me, you can see it's quite calm. Everybody is making sure that they are watching, fixed eyes on the game, as you can see precisely right behind me. Supporters Union are here. People are here to also support either PSG or the Italianos. But looking at things right now, trust me, PSG is taking it. But well, very soon at halftime, we'll make sure that we talk to some few people and find out what their expectations are looking like at halftime. It's halftime. As of now, of course, PSG is winning 2-0. So just behind me, people are fixated to the game. Looking at the game right now, I'm French, so you will know where everything is lying. But at halftime, we'll definitely find one or two people to talk to and find out what their expectations are looking like at the end of 90 minutes. But you might as well just let us know what you also think. But the frenzy is amazing. It's quite amazing right now.
Wonderful, JK. We'll come back to you in about 5 or so minutes and we'll get talking to you there. So we'll get back to the Good Pack at halftime, and JKD, oh, you'll be having some just fun. Yeah, he left me in the studio and he's gone. But the atmosphere is looking good. Yeah, everybody is fixated. The hate watch is not hate. Yeah. So if you came to do Barcelona hate watch, would you be excited? Anyways, time will tell. Now, PSG is back on the ball, and young Summer, who has had some fantastic saves, has had no answer to any of the goals. He has had no answer to any of the goals. Yeah. JKD, we'll come back to you at halftime. Worry not. Yeah, just chill for me. Yeah, let's take it over here for the time being. And guys, it's almost halftime. Jesse, nothing seems to be changing. Nothing is tweaking in terms of tactics or structural deploration of the players.
I think something has changed. I think
talk us through it.
Yeah, I think Inter Milan has started to tame the PSG team. The intensity that the PSG team started going in attack has somewhat reduced, giving much advantage to the Inter Milan team to attack a little bit. However, they've not been so effective so far. Going into the previous matches that Inter Milan has played in this Champions League, you realize that they are very efficient, so you can't take anything from them. Yeah. However, when you go into a match like this and then you reduce the intensity, it's nothing to write home about. So PSG should hold their heads up and then continue with the same intensity that they started if they really want to win this.
Hold their heads up if they want to continue with this anyways and win it. I've seen also a switch from the left to the right for Kivika Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, and that is the beauty of the PSG team, that interpositional fluidity in attack. It gives you some sort of uncertainty when you are a defensive side, and then the PSG team does it very, very well.
Doing it very, very well. Now in the penalty box, Doué again. Woo! Go back to where it came from and goes across the face of goal. Doué is having a fantastic time out there. Wow. This is the part of football I seem not to understand. You see, you've got a clear path. Link it through. Now, let's see what happens. No. Ball in no man's land, collected by PSG. But remember that this is brought to you by, yes, kind of sketchy. That way, Gibraltar. And as always, they're holding us down. They're going to be refreshing us at halftime as well. We are enjoying the stream. Yeah, we are streaming live on X. We're also streaming live on YouTube. So you can just catch us as well. Catch us on Facebook as well. Beautiful ball over the top. Curved ball, but DiMarco read that beautifully to knock it out.
That was a beautiful move by DiMarco, but he has been that man to let this Inter Milan team down in the first half. You realize that all balls were used from his angle of the pitch. Yeah. When you realize how he has been positioned and his awareness and concentration in this match, that is not the DiMarco that we see every time. He needs to be spoken to, and then he needs to raise his head high and get into the game.
Nice. But what was Hakimi doing on that side of the pitch? what was he doing on that side of the pitch?
The beauty of the PSG setup.
That's really interesting. Anyways, Charlie, let's
but I feel they kind of have freedom, and you can see they are giving Inter the chance to come in the game. It's not big, it's a final, and you cannot play with high intensity throughout. You have to study your opponent and strategize. And PSG is doing the right thing. They have a 2-goal lead. They know Inter has not been taking their. I won't even say they've not been taking their chance because they've not really been creating any chances. And I think that's an intentional effort from the PSG team to keep them out. Yeah, and you realize that whenever PSG get the ball, they're able to move faster with their PC wingers and like create something out of nothing. They almost had the third goal right now. And so that's the beauty of the PSG team, the entire season. And that's how they actually play. So if they're able to maintain this, the trophy will be in the bag.
The trophy will be in the bag, and that will mean they've won everything this season. Fantastic times ahead. Charlie, you can join the stream on X, you can join it on YouTube. Numbers ballooning, you can be part of the family. You can drop your comments as well. You have any questions for us, come through. Today we are doing Q&A as long as alongside a watch along. Yeah, so my first Q for the A from my guest. Yeah, so I have the Qs and they will have the A. Yeah, so let's talk about transfers. Is it that Inter need to freshen up this team because the likes of Achebi, 37, come on, 37. And this is his second Champions League final start. Wow. Is it that they need to refresh the team, but refresh it properly, unlike the likes of Manchester United, who don't seem to understand where to press a refresh button on their team?
Oh, they've been trying, but, you know, I think their mentality is with the coaching aspect. They not always want to change the coach because with Amorim right now, if he doesn't get things right in the next season.
No, hold on. Kvaratskhelia gets that ball away, but bounces off and it's going to be a corner.
They are actually going to change the manager again. So I think with United, they have to understand that the problem is not a coaching problem. Because look at Ten Hag like this. Next season, you are going to see how he's going to cook and Bayern Leverkusen in. You wonder, wasn't he the same coach who was flopping at United? So
that's true.
I think it's a general issue they have to tackle from the board to the grassroots. And not changing managers in and out.
So you are saying the board of Manchester United?
Yeah, even Cristiano Ronaldo even said in an interview, there are a lot of things they have to like address. They don't just...
Corner comes in! Over the top.
Yeah, on the other hand, I think Inter also needs fresh legs. I believe they keep a lot of old men in their team because of what they believe that the art of defense is to the matured Italians.
Take it easy for us. That's another theory. So this evening's first theory. Please take your pen, your paper. You can screen grab this as well. Please, sir, you can go on with your first theory for us this evening. What is the name of the theory, though?
I don't have a name for it.
So it's halftime. I'll get back to you. It's halftime at the Allianz Arena inside Munich. Young Soma has picked 2 balls from his net. Pavard is not having a great game. Inter in general have been flat. It's 2-0 in favor of Paris Saint-Germain, who are looking to get hands on their first UCL trophy ever. And it just puts to bear that some of the theories do work in football. It's not always about stats and things do count, but theories also, they are important. But quickly, I want to, before we cross over to the Goat Pack, I have one question for my gentlemen each. Guys, let me start off with you, Jesse. When it was 26 minutes, you said it was just 26 minutes.
Yeah.
So would you still say it is just 45 minutes?
Yeah, we are sports pundits. We've witnessed these things happen a lot of times. During Barcelona games in Inter Milan, these things do happen in football. Yeah, you can't write the Italians off. Yeah, you can't write the Italians.
No problem. Twilight, you said what is it? I know you might have other ideas because he's been saying, oh, it's early days yet.
Okay, so Inter's biggest highlight this season was actually eliminating Barcelona, but that was like it was for banter purposes. On paper, that Barca team is not the greatest side. So we have seen the real Inter. Because if you look at about 3 goals against Benfica, gave a tough time. If you eliminate this Barca side and you allow them to put 6 goals in your net, and you come and face PSG, thinking it's a similar position, you are getting it all wrong. So Inter is being exposed.
Inter has been exposed.
Yeah, and it's clear.
Just not to catch you, but you actually throw my mind onto something. You know, Napoli won the Scudetto with the lowest number of goals. As people are setting highest number of goals in history, they were setting the lowest number of goals. And Inter were also actually scoring a lot, but they were conceding. So you're making a very salient
allowing
point.
Barcelona to like get 6 goals in your net. I'll say shows that the Inter side is not, and they had that kind of thing that they hadn't conceded a goal in the group stage. That kind of, it doesn't work that way.
So the league phase, they considered one goal, and that was a loss too.
When we get to the money zone of the Champions League, you have to put all those records behind you. So after that 6 goals from Barcelona, I knew that this Inter side will struggle against PSG. That's why I've been tipping PSG for this final actually.
Wonderful.
And they are proving
you right.
Yeah, they are proving you right.
The banter is cooking.
When you watch Inter Milan from the start of the season, you realize that the performances that they've put up to here has been very consistent, and it's never a fluke. Every good analyst is going to tell you that when you watch Inter Milan, especially if you follow their game and you are not doing results-oriented analysis, they've done excellently in terms of defense. And statistics has also affirmed that and has amplified that fact. However, in football, when you come facing the best attacking team in the season, so far as the Champions League is concerned, and statistics do back that, you realize that it is becoming the best attacking team against the best defensive teams. These things do happen. You expect goals, you expect robust defenses, and this thing happens. But when you come into a final and then your concentration and awareness is not there, these are some of the things that do happen in football. So we shouldn't write that good ride that Inter has been on in this Champions League, because they are down by 2 goals in the first half of the Champions League final.
Quick question for both of you. I want you to pick one name here. So a battle of the right backs. Hakimi or Dumfries? Who is cooking so far? Twilight. Who is cooking? Hakimi or
clearly
Dumfries?
Hakimi.
Hakimi is cooking.
Yeah, he's cooking.
Because
apart from being on the score sheet, you've seen him recovering balls from his end, and he's really been active.
Jesse.
Hakimi is cooking. Dumfries,
Hakimi is cooking. We'll get into more names, because more names, I have more names. Yeah, I have more names. Mendes or Di Marco?
Mendes is cooking. Di Marco's awareness in this match has been very, very, very limited.
Okay, so now we're getting some images from the good park, and we're waiting to cross over. Yeah, Ghanaians and football, it's like 5 and 6.5. Not just 6.5. But it's been very interesting to see Kivika Kravaletscalia. Anytime so far he has gone against Denzel Dumfries, he has found a way to get around him, but he has not actually affected the game so much. I think the switch has really helped. JKD. Yeah, so in your shots, you can see Slimore. Yeah, Slimore just left here. Yeah, he told me he'll be there. But his team is currently Amenpelas. They are losing. It all works anyways. It all works. JKD, if you can hear me. Hello, JKD. Okay, so we just tweaking the fixtures to make sure that it works. Now, look at the amount of space that was allowed. A lot of players there. It's 4-on-4, 5-on-4 actually going into that particular attack. Dumfries very slow to get back into attack, into defense, and was not actually able to tackle that ball. So let me make a case for Di Marco. Hello, Jay. Hello, Jay. Okay, so whilst we work that out, see, Di Marco, it's a 3-man defense. Okay, Jay, can you hear me? Okay, all right. Jay. Hello?
Yes, Eddie.
Yeah, Jay,
I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Wonderful. Let's get right into it. I can see a gentleman standing close to you. Slimer is close to you. Let me find out from me.
So, Sonny, if you can see, we are live from the Good Park at Accra Mall. the place is just charged up. National Supporters Union are here. They're doing what they do best. You can call it our own session of a super halftime bowl. Yes, I'll put it that way. But I mean, the space is amazing. We're having fun, and I don't know. You should have been here. If you ask me, you should have really been here. Yeah.
So let's get around and talk to some of the people. Let's have some fantastic interactions. Yeah, you can start with Sly. I want to ask Sly a question. Is his team winning or losing? And also ask Sly that the theories I told him about before he left me this evening, is it working? Those are my two questions for him.
Sally, can you clearly hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can actually hear you.
All
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yes, so what I was saying is that we are having our own Super Bowl halftime show right here, live at the Accra Mall. Old Mutuals making sure that happens with Good Pack. And of course, you know, when it comes to MX24 and sports, we will definitely make sure we bring you nothing but the very best. So right behind me, the National Supporters Union are giving us a show. They are doing the Jama. And as at halftime, oh my goodness, you know, PSG is leading 2-0. I don't know what is happening inside the studios, what theory is coming up, but hey, I told you early on in the afternoon that I am French, and I'm looking forward to PSG taking this. But I've got Sly here with me. He's been doing some commentary here and there with, you know, some sister stations that are here with us. But Sly, did you see this coming? 2-0 at halftime.
You know what? I saw PSG winning, but then after our Esports tournament, I knew for sure PSG would win. Because in the studios, we had our FC25 tournament, PSG won there, and it clearly displayed today. I mean, on all fronts, from midfield to defense to attack, they've been the superior side. Inter made that critical change of putting Pavard in the starting lineup over Bisek, trying to get Pavard to make all of those overlapping runs, but it just hasn't seemed to work. We haven't seen too much of Dumfries and DeMarco. PSG have dominated so far. Hakimi has picked up some really impressive positions. I think they deserve their 2-0 lead.
All right, so you heard from Sly. He says that they definitely deserve it. Well, we'll see. Just about a couple of minutes, we'll be entering into the second half one more time. Right behind us, is coming in from Tulenke, and of course Tulenke is somewhere. The transfer is supposed to be, we didn't know he's a football fan that much. So, hey, so do you think PSG is going to carry the, do you think we'll see more goals in the second half? So three things. One, Munich theory, the first time is always
Y'all gotta pay me, man. Yeah. At this point, y'all gotta pay me. See, hello. No. Jay. No, he can't steal my theories just like that. No. This
All right, so Sadi.
Sly, he needs copyright for using my theories. Tell Sly he's going to pay for copyright. You understand? Yeah, because no. This is no. Yo, shout it.
One of the baddest entertainers when it comes to
this is going to be funny.
microphone and making sure that everybody jumps. I'm quite shocked that he's here.
I am not.
Know when it comes to football,
Jay,
which team he actually supports.
He supports Arsenal. Jay.
Arsenal boy.
Yeah. Jay.
Arsenal boy.
You're an Arsenal boy. Said he says he's an Arsenal boy.
Jay, he's actually my striker.
I'm a gunner. Always been a gunner. This season, I don't know what happened. Don't ask me anything. Don't ask me.
I didn't ask you what happened. You guys.
So back in the university, that's my striker. So, I'm surprised people think he doesn't know how to play football. The ball, he really tries. Really, they try.
Well, PSG
He's a diminutive forward. They play number 9. And he's got a lot of pace. Yeah. He actually tries. But anyways, we'll see. We'll work around this, and then I get to talk to him. Maybe we'll get to view.
When I saw the first goal, this makes sense. As soon as I saw the first goal, PSG scored the first goal. Like, yeah, that why they score we. It makes sense.
All right. So Shadi says it definitely makes sense. Those who scored him as a gunner would definitely win tonight. Well, your guess is as good as ours. Oh, me, I was rooting for PSG. Long time. All right, so Sadi, we talk to much more people and have a feel of what the expectations are looking like in the second half. But we are live from the Good Pack right inside the Accra Mall. And of course, it's Old Mutuals making sure it's in collaboration. And supporters are right behind me, the National Supporters Union, and making sure that we jam all night long. But hey, at the end of the second half, your guess is as good as ours. Whether Inter Milan is going to counter or PSG is going to score more goals. Well, Sedi, over to you back inside the studios.
All right, thank you so much, Jay. We'll be getting back to you, and we're trying to sort certain ones and twos out. We'll get back to you. But I'll tell you a story about Sheldon. You see, Sheldon used to be my striker back in school when I used to coach. Yeah, and he will tell you the truth. Yeah. Sheldon used to be my striker back in school when I used to coach.
Sheldon used to be your striker.
He's a very good number 9.
He used it to strike.
No. Oh, he's a very good number 9.
A very good number 9.
Yeah, he actually is. I'll vouch for him on that.
Interesting to know, but thank you.
Charlie. Anyway, so we'll get back to you. I can see the guys behind you.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I can see Kwasi roaming around as well. Yeah, I can see the guys from Old Mutual as well. I can see you are enjoying yourself. Don't worry. Don't worry. But when you are coming, I want.
Yes, it's definitely a super frenzy atmosphere here, if you ask me. Yeah, you are missing out big time with all your pundits. I think when we are done with the whole show, you could come quickly and have a feel of what's happening here.
Yeah, so I'll come for jam session. Tulenke will give us jam session.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, Jay, the players are coming back onto the pitch. Yeah, I can see Isaac. Isaac wanting to say something. What does Isaac want to say? Jay, what does Isaac want to say?
He's just talking about Tottenham, and we don't get it. Around this time, Tottenham, like, come on. I don't get it. I mean, Tottenham by this time. Anyways, so I've got this gentleman here with me. So what's your name and who are you representing tonight?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm representing Old Mutual.
Yeah. These are the people who've made sure that we're having a wonderful time at the Good Pack. Why did you decide to put this together as far as the Champions League is concerned?
Well, Old Mutual is a well-known financial institution in Ghana. And as part of our activities for the going forward, we also want to engage the overall, people of Ghana in terms of touching moments, in terms of football and other activities. So we came into partnership with Good Pack so that we could put this together for the people of Ghana. That's why we are doing this.
All you can do for you. And I know you might say you are a neutral fan right now as we speak because you are an organizer. But so far into the game, what did you say about the game?
We are a bit disappointed because this is not what we were expecting, to be frank. But for me, if you ask me, I'm rooting for PSG because I'm a Liverpool fan.
Hey.
PSG eliminated Liverpool, and I want PSG to win. They've never won the Champions League before, so I want them to win. But so far, Inter Milan has not put up a fight, so I can say that most of us here, we are very disappointed how things are turning out at the moment.
All right, let's see how things turn out, but a very big thank you to Old Mutual for making sure that this comes alive. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, too.
All right, so Sedi, as we do know, second half has already started. We'll definitely catch up when we are done with this half.
Wonderful. Thank you, JKD. We'll cross back over to you at the end of the game. Now the second half has started and already Arsenal, did I say Arsenal? Arsenal have no right.
But there's one nice thing about this whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, with the new format, I think over 36 teams, we had a group stage phase, which they played 8 games each. At the end of the group stage, we saw the likes of Liverpool, Barcelona, Arsenal rushing to gather points, 21 points, 19 points, and rest. The PSG placing 15th. They play the playoffs. Right now, they almost have their hand on the trophy.
They played 2 more games.
Yes.
More games than.
And they didn't do well at the group stages. They had a poor run. But at the end of the day, they are going to end up winning the trophy. And that's the beauty. Real Madrid also played playoffs. They wanted to finesse our way to the trophy. So you don't have to work harder. Just be smart.
Just be smart. So second half, what are you expecting?
I think the game is just going to go that way because Inter are yet to prove that they can do something. So if they don't do something in the next 10 or 15 minutes, the comeback is going to be hard for them, and PSG are going to end it in 90 minutes. Because we've seen PSG also coming very close to almost getting the third. They are not relaxing.
Not certain.
But that's a dangerous area of Bordeaux.
I will actually stand behind this and do but it's going to be fun. I'll come back to Jesse in a bit. Let's see what happens. Cross comes in. Where was everybody? Everybody has gone to bed. Wow. Anyways, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Let me get to Jesse. Jesse, second half underway. 47 minutes into it, you can see the gentleman or the coach, Simeone Inzaghi, is not having it. His brother will be coming into the Serie A with Pisa next season. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this has been short of a final that I expected. It has been quite lopsided for me, if you may ask. With the kind of season that Inter Milan has gotten, I believe they could have done much better than they did in the first half. This has been quite lopsided for me. So we have some few minutes to go. Let's see what Simone Inzaghi is going to do today.
Let's see what Simone Inzaghi is going to do. The man Luis Enrique has literally been man coaching, as going all around, pointing stuff, pointing hands at stuff, and we'll see what happens in that particular regard. Let's see what happens. Ball on the right-hand side for Inter. Inter trying to swing it in. They swing it in. And ball is... That is a let-off and a giveaway. Like you said, it's giveaway season. it's giveaway. Wow.
This is a crucial point in the Champions League. We don't make these kind of petty mistakes.
But what is Hakan Şakanoglu going to do with the ball? This is what I don't like. So ball now comes in. Normally, when you have a corner kick, you're already shot by one man, and then you now have gone to put another man there, jumping around and hopping around. Like whoa. Now they were crying for a penalty. We get to see a replay that they don't get to see whose hand hit the ball. Okay, the back of his shirt touches the ball. Oh. Okay, kicks underneath the foot.
I think they're done reviewing it, so.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in that regard. Let's see. So when would we also go to? When would we fill a stadium and take off our shirts? I don't know if I should try that over. No, I don't think I should try that over here. We take out the shirts and then start screaming. Oh, there looks to be a bad injury situation there, but Kvaratskhelia won't mind. He has got help, and he still cuts back in the channel. Kvaratskhelia, yeah. Oh, that was close. But this pitch, we've actually seen so much of that with regards to the likes of Bayern Munich, who use this place as we've seen Harry Kane miss some fantastic balls. But, well, Inter actually beat Bayern to get to their stadium, and they are trying to annex the trophy. And you know, this will be funny, but let's juxtapose this to what happened in the Europa. Manchester United beat Atletico Bilbao trying to go pick the trophy in their home.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
So that is also another theory.
Yeah.
Oh, what name should we give to the theory? This one needs a name. This one is we know we.
He Charlie.
Yeah. That's how we called we know we. We know we theory. Yeah, because look at it. And in the first, in that particular Europa League final too, similar thing happened. Yeah. So, wow. So what Dembele is doing is what Mbappe could not do and has not been able to do for Madrid. Jesse, would you agree?
I believe it's personal issues and clear rule setting issues.
Why Mbappe, I'm giving you the opportunity to roast like you are swearing.
No, Mbappe. When we sit here to do analysis, we do analysis devoid of affiliation or team.
Okay, take out the goals from Mbappe. What has been his contribution?
This season, Mbappe has been a threat. When Mbappe is in your personnel, he puts that fear into players. Football goes beyond tactics. Mentality is part. No matter the kind of defense that you possess, if you have Mbappe in the opponent side, it's a threat to you. So Mbappe has been an incredible player, just that he needs to work on his pressing. He can do that.
Exactly the question I was asking. So I don't know why he just is doing this to me.
He can do that. He just needs proper coaching and advice.
Needs proper coaching and advice.
But I don't think it's an Mbappe issue though.
Okay.
It's a whole Madrid and coaching. Carlo Ancelotti wasn't actually playing that. He wasn't giving that kind of role to be doing the press. If you watch our games, we use the transitional play. We get the ball, we transition. If we are not with the ball, we are back there defending. So Mbappe didn't have to do much. So I think a new coach, if he's giving that role and instructions, he's definitely going to obey and do the right thing. So it's not an Mbappe issue in general.
I like the way they are swerving the Mbappe issue. But anyways, Inter about to effect double change here. I can see Bishek is about to come on. But do you need a defender in this game where you are actually chasing the game and needing? Oh, Dumfries, come on, Alfred. Come on, Dumfries. Now, this is an aspect of Dumfries' game I tend not to understand. He does this a lot, especially for Netherlands as well. You are either leading or losing, and then he tries to make everything going forward about him. But now we'll see the changes being affected. Oh, it didn't work. This is where I want to...
Yes, this was a major error.
Major error?
Yeah, major error. Pavard is no fit.
But why would you... So, okay, hear me out. I have this. So, DiMarco and Pavard out. And you've got... Zwolinski and Bishek, they are in now. Go. This comes in, and I think we are going to. Oh, yes, we are going to have the medics come on. There was a clash there.
Collision.
Yes, there was a clash. There was a huge clash, and Donnarumma, you know, he's Italian, and all of a sudden both teams are worried. Yeah,
and he actually played in this stadium too for AC. So I think in Inter Stadium. So Inter's rival.
San Siro. He was playing for AC.
So he's like a rival to Inter.
Ooh, went into Marquinhos heavily. That's huge. But Marquinhos is actually the only surviving member. The last time they actually went into the UCL final. That's good enough for him. He has won 10 titles. Look, Marquinhos, let's call it. Oh, Donnarumma comes through and makes a change. And that goes through. That was interesting.
And one thing is, with the squad. Comparing to the last final, after the last final, they made some additions, bringing the likes of Messi and co. And even Messi could not come and win them the Champions League. So after they lifted, there's going to be a lot of talking points. Yeah, because they had a superstar team. So it's not only an Mbappe issue. You are trying to make it Mbappe. That they brought you a 4-time champion. That you Messi, you say you are the good. Come and win them the Champions League. You have now run to Inter Miami. And right now they are doing it with Desire Due and co. So.
Yeah, amplifying the assertion that just individual quality without cohesion that cannot win you anything. You need the right teamwork and understanding to get you win trophies. Yeah, and this is exactly what you are seeing.
And the ball is going to come in. Is it? No, it's blocked. Now, oh, that's chipped over. The referee going to say it's a foul, but going in the opposite direction. And the first yellow card of the game goes to the gentleman who just came onto the pitch. That's Zwolinski. We'll see what happens to him in the course of the game, but. He tried a shot, did not go. Now he went in full attack. In the EPL, that could easily have actually been a red card because the stats went up into the feet.
It's a fine. I don't think the referee rushed and make such decisions.
You know, in England, everything is possible.
Game changing.
In England, everything is possible. As for them, they have their, I don't know whether it is different officiating rules, whatever it is, they are
do things differently.
Oh, and on that note, wow. Is that for the drumming only? Wow. I think the likes of Abu Zegzi, he can actually do that job. I don't know why the guys in the background who are catching it are getting, So images also coming through from the good pack. Looks like this chairman, he went that way. But you see, wait, let's analyze this properly. Wait, no. I wish the camera would go slightly back to him. Is he trying to sleep or he's trying to keep it is going south?
Because actually a lot of Inter fans and PSGs, you know, this final has been the least talked about final because both teams don't really have a huge fan base worldwide. So these people are actually disappointed Chelsea fans, United fans, who have stake debts and coming to monitor it. Yeah, so I think the level of passion there is not really that high. If Barcelona go into the final, I think it would have been seen a whole different vibe.
Seen a whole different vibe. I don't know why Simeone Inzaghi is
frustration is hitting him. It's not easy. Yeah, and as a manager, as an experienced manager, you don't have to be doing this.
This makes me appreciate Carlo Ancelotti.
No, he will just sit down and blink his eye.
Carlo Ancelotti is very, very composed when it comes to issues like this.
So apparently, if I'm able to read what he's saying that 10 fouls have gone against his team and no card has been shown. Don't worry, we understand the language. So I can see a couple of our friends, our expert friends, they are enjoying the game. If I could just zoom in and get their teams, that would be exciting, but still go on. DiMarco is not having it now. He's shaking his head. And Inter are going to try and effect. Would it work? One something long head. Is it going to be a straight up shot?
Yes. Maybe have for Inter Barca. So I think coming into the final, they are kind of a bit exhausted because they have to also fight for the league. And even interesting, they played with almost their second team on the last league game. Where they needed a win, but they did a lot of changes. But yes, still, it's not reflecting today.
Okay,
because PSG won their league trophy like
long ago.
So they've been resting their
mind fixated on the Champions League.
So PSG has had the advantage on that side, whilst Inter had to struggle domestically.
Let's just talk a bit about that struggle of Inter domestically. Do you think they just gave the title away?
They didn't manage their campaign, because when we get into the April-May part of the season, that's the business end of the season.
So hold on for me. 2 players on the turf. Referee still says go. Game has gone on. Now ball gets ballooned. Would we? Bischek holding his hamstring and
I just gave him.
Yeah, it's just that's the thing, and
So I think it's not an Inter day. It's just not an Inter day.
Yeah, holding his hamstring. This is what I don't like about football.
No, he cannot continue.
He can't.
No, he can't continue.
No,
there's no way.
Okay,
so it's like a twist. You can't continue.
Actually, no. So I can actually see one guy wearing a PSG outfit there. That's okay. All right, that's nice.
He bought it at Kanta. He's no fan.
It's not quality.
But you know, Kanta is the universal boutique where you get everything.
We have not said anything bad.
No,
it's normal.
But an outfit is just to cover your.
That's exactly.
It's function actually. So that's
once it carries the message along, I'm supporting PSG. Complement it.
Yeah. Anyways, the game is still underway. Jesse, I'll come back to you after this wave of PSG attack. This is one of the first, second half, and a lot of space for Dembele. Streaks the ball. But it's going to be a ball. Oh!
Somebody's wide open there.
Should have gotten that ball back to Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi having a lot of room. Look at that.
That's my star boy.
Doué.
That's the golden boy.
Doué with the buoy.
That's the golden boy, you know.
Doué with the buoy. Or you mean it's Yamal?
Oh, Yamal is way better than Doué. You can't
He's
tell
home.
me that.
He's better in
We've
staying
seen.
home.
We have seen.
Please, not. I have seen.
No, we have all seen what
we are
Yamal has
playing.
done. Doué cannot replicate the quality of Yamal. It is very
should do
clear.
it at
At
home.
age 17, Yamal is contending for the Ballon d'Or. Doué should put whatever he has. He's in the final. He should win the Ballon d'Or. He should win any silverware for himself.
He's contending only in the minds of Barca fans. Don't mind that.
Anyways, upcoming guys. Substitution board goes up again for Internazionale. 4 changes after this one. So Henrik Mkhitaryan is going off the pitch, and on comes the gentleman. I'll get that name for you. He's talking plenty. When the last time we saw a substitution, Zielinski came talk plenty. First tackle, no yellow card. Bischek cannot continue the game. So
that's unlucky.
wow. Bischek is out of the game. Mkhitaryan is out of the game. In comes Augusto and Mathieu Damin. So one Manchester United player out. Anyways,
How do you expect to win with Manchester rejects? Like, Inter. Sorry for them.
Okay. Would you say they were Manchester reject, or they were the kind of people who facilitated the Onana transfer? They were in Onana's ears. Guy, go. So total attempts on target for Internazionale in this game has been 0.
Nice one. Just so good.
All right. Okay, so
Oui.
This is what that's the wonder boy. You mean to do?
Oh,
It's not about posting on IG. No, coming on the pitch to show you are. No, not be on IG. A mission.
On the mission, you did all for man.
Classic office. These are your champions.
no, guys. We'll come back and ask this question.
That
I'll ask you
trophy
guys
is
this question.
really.
You see what I said about Achebi possibly fathering Desiree Doué. Look at what is happening. But Doué, why did you just take off your shirt? Okay, Dembele with the flick.
That's the player, you know.
And then you get
the Ballon d'Or winner.
Vitinha running, places that ball into Doué, and young Sama has been in no man's land. He has actually not been in the position to save any of the 3 goals. Let's just
Desire Doué.
yeah, let's just be fair to him. Yeah, just be fair to him. But remember that if you're watching the screen and you're about to step out, don't worry. You can join us on X at MX24GH. We are streaming live. And also, you can join us on Zoom. You want to come through and then have a nice Q&A session with us. So join us on Zoom. The password is there. Join us. Come through. Don't worry. Come. When you come on the screen. Join us. 5 goals in 16 matches. Hey, baby, anyways, the numbers are big, but when it's important.
I think it's 18 years or 19. Yeah, 19.
Yeah.
For a 19-year-old, that's really great.
And for a 17-year-old.
Yamal has done way better.
How many goals did he score this season in the Champions League? Even the league, he has 9 goals.
Goal is your threshold for showing the quality of a player.
No, it's not about the quality as in score, but he scored 5 goals. It's not bad.
But guys, quick one. Before we come back to just Doué Yamal issue, has the changes of Inter made them better or worse?
I think Inter has been unlucky, especially with the injuries that are happening. In the first half, Simone Inzaghi didn't get.
Hold that thought for me. Oh, is this going to be a penalty? Referee says it's even going to be a goal kick, not even a free kick. But, I don't understand. They are lost now. Because if that's considered a dive, then Okay, he did not take an infringement, so no yellow card. You just finish your sentence.
Yeah, in the beginning, he didn't get it right, especially with Pavard, and then the low concentration of the likes of Di Marco. And then getting into the game, we realized that injury has also affected a lot of
Jesse,
changing the plans of the Inter Milan side. So.
Changing it, but this kind of Manchester City celebration, I am not understanding. But Desiree Doué getting the standing ovation from me. Yeah, he has done it. He has done it today. He has literally been involved in all 3 goals.
2 goals and assists in the Champions League final.
That's true. 2 goals and assists. That is exactly what Dumfries did against Barcelona when they visited them. I remember. Now, guess who they bring on?
Bakula.
You see, this is what we're talking about.
You've got I even forgot about this guy.
There is Bakola. Who am I forgetting? I'm coming. Oh, and heads go up. Clash of heads. They wake up and all run away because they are fine.
This youngster, he has made a name for himself.
Yeah, Desiree Doué. What a stage to make a name for yourself.
Because people get Ballon d'Or chance for performance like this in the final. So that's something.
So player of the game, right?
Yeah.
Man of the game?
Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. Man of the match for the final.
It's a challenge.
So that's what they wish their boy was coming to do. As I say, it's not about posting on IG stories.
Okay. It's about getting to Munich and doing it.
And doing it, not saying I'm on a mission to Munich.
He can be on a mission, but it will be impossible.
He won't be here. He won't be here. He will still get the Ballon d'Or shout out.
Shout out.
Because your fans are always loud.
But if it is shout out, then a lot of players will get shout out. Let's do the shout out. Shout out to Mohamed Salah.
Relax.
Yeah, shout out to Mohamed Salah.
Vindication is always in the womb of time. Listen.
Guy, why? I mean, why are you doing
No. Let's do analysis devoid of affiliation. Okay. When we are doing a correct ranking of the players that will go for the Ballon d'Or, Yamal will come way ahead before Desiree.
No, he's not even in the conversation. I just made a statement that these are the kind of performances that put people in Ballon d'Or conversations. That's somebody like Vinicius.
Yeah, so he has gotten to the ultimate stage. Is he in? Is he not older than Lamine Yamal?
Yeah, going to be, you see, guys.
We are actually swaying away from the conversation.
Yeah, but both of them are teenagers. It's okay. Both of them are teenagers. Let's take that bracket for it. Both of them are teenagers. Wonderful.
No, Ansu Fati was also 17 years old. Where is he now? Heading to Monaco. So that the fact that you are doing it at 17 means doesn't mean you do it at 20. Oh. So you don't have to be bringing that.
Then it's a universal thing. Yeah, so, if he's doing it at 17,
so it's not a guarantee.
Doué can also get to 20 and then he won't.
Yes. So don't bring the. Let's talk about who is doing it now.
So guys, hold on. The yellow card being flashed out for Marcus Thuram. That was quite needless. It was needless. You were going nowhere with that ball. Just going into this is out of frustration. This is clear out of frustration. Again, this could have easily been a red card in the EPL. A tackle of Fabian Ruiz.
But I think the referee is just managing the game like how he should do it. He's managing a red card for Inter will actually it won't change the game, but it will just.
Now that's a beautiful through ball, and latching onto it is Haki. What a flick.
They are having fun at this point.
Okay, then Ruiz will continue with that. Heads go up, and then it's going to be, oh, Lord!
Right now, they are just having fun. This is not the final we actually pictured.
Oh.
Yes. No. Because both teams, like, they have similar strength. We expected it to be, like, a tough contest, but it's not a contest.
Now, anyways, before we continue, I'd like to say shout out to Mu. So, fifth substitution coming in for Inter. Yes, fifth substitution. And Mu is understanding what I'm doing. Shout outs to Mu. Yeah. So, Hakan Shakanoglu is off, and then, yes, the man, Stanley, yes, he's on, yes. So we'll see what happens. Would you agree that this has really not made them any better?
Their substitutions or?
Yeah.
They don't have any option. Because if the guys that started are no, you just bring the quality you think you have on your bench to try and. But the game is already lost.
The game is already lost.
There's no hope for Inter.
70 minutes gone, and inside channel goes PSG with a run, but they miss out.
PSG has just dominated throughout. So
another yellow card coming out, and the PSG fans cannot watch. The PSG fans cannot watch.
Inter fans can.
Yeah. Achebi is.
And what's the distance like from Italy to Germany? I don't think.
Oh, it's not
really travel that far. They can go back home.
I don't get what Mo is doing, but it looks like the cows are about to ring, and they'll ring in the ears of Internazionale. They'll ring in the ears of Internazionale. Yeah. So when you come in here, listen, all the guys are getting refreshed. Yeah. So very soon on stage, you see my studio guest and myself will be refreshed. But remember, oh, that's a tackle, and that should get him a yellow card. Referee. No, come on. This should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card.
I think he just wants the game to flow.
Well, we'll see. It's been an interesting game, interesting final inside Munich. I don't get what Moon is doing. I don't get what Moon is doing. But it looks like Moon needs to connect to the Inter bench and help them out. Yeah. Let's see what happens. PSG just gave the ball away in a dangerous position. But they just won it back. And Dembele
that's
is
the
on
beauty of that game. Yeah.
To the man, Kivika Kvaratskhelia takes it on 1-2.
2 assists, my Ballon d'Or boy. 2 assists, my Ballon d'Or boy.
Kivika.
2 assists in the final, my Ballon d'Or boy.
Kvaratskhelia going from Napoli.
Just in January.
Yes.
So
to Paris Saint-Germain.
So he has 2 league titles this season.
Yes.
And the Champions League trophy.
And to hurt Inter again after hurting them in the league.
Domestically, yeah.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I'm just so happy for PSG.
4-0. The theories have come to play. The theories have come to play.
I'm happy for Dembele. Like 2 assists in the final is something huge, and it's going to really boost his campaign, the whole Ballon d'Or, because the odds were out with he being close to Lamine Yamal in terms of odds. That thing then it involved me. It just vexed me. I'm even here because of that. Like, I've been supporting PSG. I've been praying for this. Because as I said, some other fans in their delusional might think if you win Club World Cup, Mbappe has a chance. It's not true.
Okay.
So Dembele is really the man for the moment.
Really the man, but
and right now people are saying football has fallen off. No. Football, because when you go, when the likes of George Ria, the likes of this guy Juve, somebody. I always Nedved. When they were winning, it wasn't about scoring plenty goals and stuff. It's Ronaldo and Messi who changed that. Yeah. But we have Dembele who has over 20 league goals, who has a good start in the Champions League. He's won every trophy he's played. And you're telling me he doesn't deserve it because you have the mindset of him that he flopped at Barca. No, it doesn't work that way. The Ballon d'Or is not made for some names or some individuals. So I'm just happy that
Ousmane Dembele. What a year it has been for the man Ousmane Dembele. I'm coming from being branded as someone who could hardly play 10 games and stay fit.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing so far this season.
And that's one thing. That's one strange thing. I don't know how Luis Enrique and PSG are managing this season, but it's incredible because when you mentioned Dembele, you mentioned injury.
Yeah.
He was very, very injury prone, but you can see this season he stayed fit. Even when he had a knock, that's I think in the semi-final, he just came back even for the next. I think it was at the quarter-final, but he still was ready for the Arsenal game. And I think that's really great.
But tell me this, Riddle, both teams played Bayern Munich this year.
Yeah, I think Inter in the PSG will be in the group stage.
Yeah. And Riddle. And is it going to be 4-1? Mrs. Dawan and yes, Donnarumma is back.
They can't even get a consolation.
Kivika Kvaratskhelia. It's not their game. It is their game. It is not their day. It is their day. It is our day. It is happy day. So let me continue with my radio.
I get the point. It's not their day, but PSG is just better.
Yeah.
PSG is just better. I think the parts, as I always people, you don't want to agree with me, but the parts the two of them used. doesn't really reflect their strengths and qualities.
Okay.
Because that's now team PSG United is not a weak side. No, that's not team all round. It's a balance. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal is a balance.
The second champions.
Yeah, kings of number 2. Yes.
I like that.
So
Kings of number 2.
Yes, but
every day next season.
They eliminating Arsenal in both legs, and it wasn't a fluke.
It wasn't a fluke. That ball goes in. Oh, he wasn't ready for it.
And their game against, I think, was it Aston Villa?
Oh. Now we have to talk about this gentleman. Please get him on the line for
They've lost everything in 1 month.
Yes.
They lost everything in 1 month.
It's very frustrating.
They didn't manage
Very,
things
very
well. I think they should have focused on the league.
So Chelsea fans are whispering in my ear. I should ask this question. Chelsea and then
Inter, who had a better season. Chelsea should not bring their sons in this. You want to win Sunday school trophy. You want us to say.
But you know, it's still a trophy.
No, it's a 30th trophy.
No. We have to.
I'll not be happy if my club won that.
No.
But they are the only club to have won all 4.
This record, record.
No. It's still a trophy. They won a trophy.
You have to go that lower to win it.
Yeah. So you see, I'll get back to them.
You have to think that there's trophy.
So in Swinger, is it going to go all the way in? By the tour.
Chelsea fans are just consoling their.
But truth be told, you won't get teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid get into.
But what if it is the fact that they are accepting that they are bad, but they are still trying to make their way?
That is what
compared to the likes of
themselves, but they should not be comparing
United.
themselves with Inter, who has.
Just ask the simple question.
Okay. Okay, with Manchester United, you know it's a rivalry thing, but the two of them are down bad because Manchester plays like 16th or something in the league. What was their position in?
It is down,
like there's nothing. You don't have to be proud. So they are both, and Chelsea actually got a Champions League.
Yeah.
So Chelsea have done better than United this season.
Wonderful. United won the Rice Cup. Chelsea won the.
They won the Sunday School trophy. At least that one is an official European trophy. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Chelsea
are levels to it.
They've done better than United, but they should not be putting their name
in history as the only team to win all 3 European trophies.
But that's not a record I'll be proud of if my club did that.
No, that is because there are levels to club football.
Now, guys,
and there are some clubs that are not going to get themselves into Conference League.
Nuno Mendes is going off. And guess who comes on? Hernandez. Charlie, I mean, why?
That's why we call squad depth.
Why?
So, you know, one thing is because of the league they play, people weren't actually focusing on PSG the whole season. So they've been like a dark horse because they were actually 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they almost hesitated. They had to play 2 games in the playoff, and they are here. People were tipping the likes of Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Arsenal.
I don't get why people were tipping Bayern Munich.
No, they have a new coach.
Bayern Munich.
No, clubs like Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, you can't rule them out.
Yeah.
In every season, you can't rule them out of like a tournament like the Champions League. So.
Kvaratskhelia are doing a defensive job there on the man Denzel Dumfries and falling down and buying the foul as if it was sold in the supermarket.
Bayern is actually the second most performing team aside Real Madrid when it comes to Champions League.
Yeah. That one is. So
yes. It's not about trophies. They are semi-final appearances, final appearances.
But let me ask you guys this question: is it important when it comes to the now, or it is history that rules?
Oh. I think it's a blend of both because you can't take history out.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, history is very important, even in making them. Yeah, so history is very important, I guess.
History is very important. What builds heritage? Is it winning trophies or placing second? It's just a question. I'm asking a valid question now. Kvaratskhelia gets into it again.
If
the year Chelsea won after Jose Mourinho had left Portugal to Chelsea. Do you remember the team that was second?
Arsenal.
No, is it the Champions League?
No. In the
EPO.
I don't remember the team that was second. Actually.
Yes, in 30 years from now, nobody is going to remember that Arsenal plays second consistently. Yeah, they've put up a great performance. It's consistently second. I mean, it's encouraging. I mean, but then you didn't win a trophy, and then that's not going to get your names engraved in the hearts of your fans.
I think that's the standard of the club. That's true because Arsenal.
Anyways, with the ball. Come on, you can't beat Donnarumma with that.
Because Arsenal will play second, and it's like they'll be kind of happy because they've been through worse. through the from Arsene Wenger coming down to, so they are used to it. Unai Emery and everything. So if they play second, at least they know that okay, they were second to City, now they are second to Liverpool.
And that is what I believe the Arsenal club should come into consideration, that football is not just about playing beautiful football. You need to win trophies.
Now
to make up. Exactly. So we need a coaches that can get you the trophies. Carlo Ancelotti wasn't playing the finest of football.
That thought there.
I think they should have Messi at this
looks
point.
to be adding another one. Oh, goes for the near post.
Bakola.
He should have gone.
But I think he's been overdoing. Even he had that chance he had in the 18 that he's tried. Yeah. Because if they weren't leading by 4 goals, this would have been like, if they weren't leading, a big yes. If they weren't leading by 4 goals, because he had another chance when he came on, he struck it in something you can take your time and place or something. So I think he's kind of playing too much. But they have the lead, so...
I'll mention another player's name. The player I've been talking about, trying to get you guys to talk about, you've been swerving. I'll show you that he has actually been able to master that art of putting it in the first goal. But you can also join us on Zoom. The ID and then the password is on the screen, so you can just join us on Zoom. Yeah, come and tell us your team, how they fared. If they didn't play Champions League, no problem. Maybe they were playing Conference League, we know, but maybe they were playing Rice Cup. We know ball. Anyways, we'll talk about that. But that particular ball, imagine Mbappe in that situation with the ball. That's a goal. Mbappe has mastered the art of going to the first post and making the goalkeeper think that he's going to go to the far post. And I've got to hand that to him. I've been trying to get you guys to go at Mbappe this evening, and you guys have been doing
But I think Bakola is a player who takes inspiration from Mbappe.
Okay.
Yes, if you've really studied him. And you know, earlier this season, he was really on form.
Yeah.
Even before they got Varaskelia, he was a starter and stuff. And that's when that Mbappe campaign or slander started. Because they were like, when Mbappe left, they have another player who is doing what he was doing. Yeah. So he kind of tries and play like Mbappe and stuff. So there's a similarity there.
But you know, when youngsters are growing up like this, we need to give them more room to improve and then stop them.
Whoa. Coming from you, who is pushing?
No, I'm making a statement. Yamal is exceptional. I'm talking about these guys.
If Yamal is exceptional,
Yamal is exceptional.
Bakola from last season.
Yeah, I remember Bakola season.
From last season, yeah. That, he really...
Guys, hold that thought. Is it going to be their fate?
He missed like 5 clear chances.
Exactly.
I don't remember that game. Exactly. It was a game against I think Newcastle or something.
Yeah. He has missed 3 chances.
No, so he's not improving.
Yeah. So now,
no. Yes, this was the guy I was talking about. Zaire Emery. He was the one I was supposed to talk about. So he was incredible last season and last 2.
83 minutes.
Now, Zaire Emery is not even in the start of the... This tells you that sometimes we should allow these kids to, except for the fact that they are exceptional.
When they do it, and the boy is in it in the Champions League final.
Goncalo Ramos.
The pressure is different. You've seen even big names flop at this stage.
That's true.
So you have to hand it to him that he has the confidence.
But that comes with the club that you are affiliated with.
Off. Joao Neves also comes off. We'll talk about Joao Neves and his impact on this team. How a young player has been able to settle beautifully in this team and actually make it work. So again, Kvaratskhelia out, Fabian Ruiz, and then
I'm scared of this team in the Club World Cup.
Maya Luke also coming in, and then Mirza.
I'm scared of them in the Club World Cup.
You're scared of
because
them?
Because Perez has made it clear that you have to win this first edition of the new format.
Because of the 140 million?
Yeah, we need money. But this team is the team to beat.
Team to beat, Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, they are the team to beat in that tournament.
All right. Remember that this particular live stream is brought to you kind of courtesy, yes, Betway, as well as Jibu. Yeah, we are being hydrated by Jibu. And
because when it's not like there's no fluke, they have a working team, a working system. Yeah. And you have the squad. Because I'm not sure they are going to start with their starting lineup when they start the tournament. These guys who came from the bench, Bakola and Co will be actually starting. When it gets to the money zone, they will try, because it's a long season. This season has been the season which teams have played the most games.
That's true.
Because in the Champions League, they had additional games, and now they have to go to this new Club World Cup post-season and play those amount of games. So I think they have a balanced team for that. And I think they might even make a few signings. Because...
Now guys, now let's talk about that exceptional window that has been allowed. So 85 minutes. But before we get into the Club World Cup window, Jesse, 85 minutes, 4-0. the last we checked on you, you were saying, "Oh, will it still be?"
It's football. It's football. It boils down
the
to
one I don't like.
No, Said it. It's football. It's football.
No, but look at you are saying it's football.
No, it's football. It's definitely football. It's definitely football.
It's football.
No, if you magic can let them.
No, I'm not saying they are winning. No. I'm saying it's football. It boils down to management.
Okay.
A lot of things happened in this event of this game. Unexpected, injuries and wrong substitutions and so many other things.
So space for the guys to move into, and Zaire Emery is just.
You remember last 3 weeks by this time?
Is it going to be a fade? And the guys are afraid. You guys are afraid. You guys are afraid. You don't come off the bench.
This is not final, bro. This is not final. This is not final. No. Mayalu. By no 3 weeks by this time.
With the Waterloo.
It was Rafinha who was scoring the winning goal.
Mayalu. With the Waterloo.
Last 3 weeks by it was Rafinha who was scoring the winning goal, you know. Remember that winning goal? Yeah. That didn't last. I want to remind them of their own. Like, I want to pin some.
You want to help?
Yeah, I want to pin some moves.
Mayalu. Allez
Enrique, he's so happy.
This is annihilation.
Guys, let's talk about this gentleman as well. Keep him.
Personal keep him.
Look,
self-styled chef. Cooking is my ultimate passion, and it's something I would say is my calling. Now, for those who cook a lot like me, there's one fact they always state. Ingredients decide how tasty your food is. And for me, the game-changing ingredients is water. Tap water at the moment is not the best option considering what's going on in the country. Also, such as water can taste weird and produce too much waste, so it's a no-no for me. My #1 choice for cooking is Jibu water. Cooking with Jibu water enhances the flavor of your food. And it's not just that. Unlike other brands where you have to pour it from a heavy bottle, the 20-liter dispenser bottle comes with a tap that makes things so easy. So you see how simple it is with Jibu? Cooking with Jibu gives you big flavors and great taste without all the stress. Remember to cook with Jibu.
Jibu, transforming opportunity to thrive.
Hi, my
Highest earner.
And they actually could get some more money should he move into the Gulf. So you should.
No,
I think Inzaghi should go.
Atleti they really trust him. Yes. Okay. Yes, and they are really loyal. Like I respect their loyalty because they were nothing before him. Because I remember back then in 2010, 2011, we were trashing them 6-0. They weren't competitors. They weren't competing for anything. But when he came, he actually made them a household name. So they are just being loyal to him. And at least they know that Real Madrid and Barca are always going to dominate. So the best he can do for them, they are okay with it. So I think Arsenal also is buying in that mentality, which Arsenal for a club, the only club to win the Golden EPL trophy, they should not be entertaining that. Because I feel like they entertain mediocrity. Yes. Arsenal is a big club. The likes of Man City.
To win the Champions League and you are crying. Someone is losing. So who should we believe?
The interview, they should stop crying. 5-0, why should you cry? You should not say them beat you.
Then lash.
If you be some narrow things, you consider say, for the chop serve, 5-0, why?
Simone Inzaghi.
How did he?
Harvard.
Do you think
his changes?
That's the reason.
No, his changes were not just in fine groove today.
Hold that thought for me. Bakola is coming back. It looks that these young lads are not done yet. Goes into the middle of the park. They are just not done. The persistence is there. And defensively, I think Inter are all over the place. They are just all over the place.
This is the problem I have with my former coach again. Because if he scores 2, he'll go and sleep for you to come and score some. You see, they've been dominant throughout. Because they are showing that they have the raw power to do it. They don't, because they have to. They don't go and sit back and allow you to also have room.
That's true.
Yes, and that's really
Hakimi. That was quite childish from Hakimi. Come on. And that's it. Final whistle. Referee decided he did not even add any time
because the game was done.
It was done
10 minutes ago. Look at
So he has won 10 La Ligue 1 trophies, and then in the 10th year he decides that it's time for him to add a Champions League winners medal.
And they deserve it. They deserve it. They've been fighting for a very long time. And this is a season that people at least expected them to win. That's the funny thing about football. Yeah. When Mbappe left, you knew they're now going to go through a new rebuilding phase that will take 3. So right now, that's what the likes of United and Co should. There's nothing like rebuilding. If you are going to get results, push for results. That's why a coach like Antonio Conte can just come and pick your team. You win the league and fight it in the next season. Oh, some clubs there. Some clubs.
You mean some clubs are special cases?
Yeah, so I like that. History has repeated itself but then the difference between history and this is the gap in the number of goals that came in. Because in 1993, when Marseille faced AC Milan, French versus Italy, Marseille struck them 1-0, and it was also in Munich.
I think this is the last time a French side won.
Yeah, that was
actually the last time.
So it's been a very long time.
French football.
So that French football has not been able to dominate football for quite some time now. So I think they deserve it.
But Stoney, they don't post picture.
But I believe the guys from Inter are not going to forgive Simone Inzaghi.
No, but
outstanding form this season, couldn't win any trophy this season. I believe he didn't do his man management well, and then this was the match that he was supposed to put his all in and do proper management, which he didn't do it. You realize from the start of the game, the reluctance of the Inter team didn't just do it for them, and then that's football. It has happened, and then they can just regroup and see whatever is going to happen for them.
So from a club that was known as the fashionista club. They just
Paris is the home of
fashion, and the only club in world football that are sponsored by Jordan is just this season that they are trying to see what will happen. But I don't understand why there are a lot of policemen that have been deployed onto the.
But right now,
whoa!
Right now,
did I just see a policeman with a camera? Did I see let the camera pan. Yeah. Oh, let's go, guys. Take it off a bit. Don't switch. No, not to your left, to my right. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Okay, they decided that I was talking too much into their ears. So but let me see. Yeah, I can still see it. So go this way for me. Go a bit. No, they didn't go. But I still saw a policeman with a camera. Will we find that in the GPO?
GPO. The cameramen do have camera.
It's okay. Let me continue.
PSG, the football world, most of the people didn't actually take PSG. Yeah. People, but I wish Barcelona came and take this 5 power. Like it could beat Kike.
That would have been like huge humiliation.
Like tonight, it really good.
The big teams know how to play the final. This one.
Are you saying Inter is not a big team?
Yeah, they are levels to club football.
No, so are you saying
3-time champions?
Exactly. So are you saying they are
not a 5-time champion?
So you are 5 plus 2.
Yeah, you see what is in when I start 50, Madrid fans, every day you have 50 champions.
In football,
they take 5
they are teams that are.
I thought I get 50, every day we have 50. They take 5, they chat somebody.
Yeah, they chat somebody. I get more than somebody.
I get more than me. I get like 3 times your trophy. We talk. I say we every day we champions.
Imagine say dash. But then you say I go fit now 5 self. Arsenal
go fit dash am 14 self.
14. You mean say dash them 14 self? They no go fit get the 15.
No. Now I go take another 100 years.
That's not my word. I just helped in getting the sentence over the line. Anyways, yes, it's done and dusted. Paris Saint-Germain, they are champions of European football for the first time. Despite some time past, they spent 400 million on 2 players.
Mbappe will go suffer today.
Neymar, he has signed out. He has checked out. He has checked out.
Mbappe will be rested. Neymar and Messi, they chill for somewhere.
Oh, they have.
But Kylian Mbappe is going to have the heat, and it's not even from the French nationals themselves.
Yeah, because of how he left the club. It was some way.
But they've never been fair to him.
Okay, they've never been fair to him.
Yeah, it got to a point that they had their prime minister and People
I mean, see, you want to get transferred, and Macron is saying,
you are the future of France. You are the face of France.
I'm trying to say it in French, but it's not doing way. Don't go, come for dinner.
Can try Spanish though.
Nobody will not speak Spanish to you. They definitely do not speak Spanish to you. So, one player being thrown up, I think it's Kipendi.
Why is it his last season?
I think
maybe,
it should be.
probably.
Do you agree it should be his last season?
I think maybe it's a farewell or something.
He should farewell himself and go into the Arabian Gulf.
To make money.
Because, this afternoon when the games were being played here, he still got injured in the game.
But now, like, in the transit, now, like, in the transit, I go pay me pass. They can't throw flake for you.
Oh. Charlie, so this is it. This is what the investment, the Qatarian investment has
But
been.
the funny thing is, this is not a product of the investment though. Because when you are talking about the 400 million and the players they brought, I hope you get my point.
I get your point.
When they had that expensive project, they didn't get this result. But this is, you just look at the last Vitinha, Ruben, those players. Like if you check the entire cost of their squad, it's not a huge amount.
I think out of the players you are mentioning, is it João Neves is actually the most expensive.
Yeah, and I think it wouldn't be any huge amount. It would be under 100 million.
No, as usual, buying a player from Benfica, when they mention their price, like they did to Liverpool.
If Carrera stuff, you go buy 50 cents and G2, but Carrera, and they make me like them.
Yeah, they are doing proper business.
Because even that boy, I've watched him, and it's kind of normal to me.
No, but that guy left Manchester United. Yeah, and they gave Manchester United the first option.
You'd have done the buyback and come and buy him like 30 million B.
And you went to buy Patrick Dogu.
United is cashed.
You see what I said when Dogu was signed. You remember?
Yeah.
I told you that his game is full running, zero end product. People came for me.
United, they don't know what's wrong with them.
Anyways,
another window for them to embarrass themselves.
We'll be crossing over to the good pack soon, but guys, Charlie, I've got some goodies from Betway and I've got some goodies from Jibu for you. I'm coming to dance. Yeah, Jibu Betway, Jibu Betway, Jibu Betway. So, Charlie Twilight. Charlie, thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's been fun having you. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, I really enjoyed it.
I think you come again and come and have him properly and squeeze his neck.
You go do him again.
You go do him again, Charlie. Thanks for coming through. But stick and stay with us still. Jesse, I've got something nice for you.
Thank you.
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. All right, so Kodo, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Charlie, has the party started? Has the party started?
The party is live in charge right here at the Good Park. Unfortunately for the Italianos, it didn't go on too well. And I'm going to count in French. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 goals.
5-0.
Nobody has seen this in the history of Champions League. And right behind me, if you can see precisely, the Jama session is ongoing. And if you are not here, well, you're missing out big time. But guess who I'm seeing around here? I want to talk to him, whether you like it or not. Please, you know this face. You know, or you should take the cap off. Please take the cap off.
No. I know who it is. I know who it is.
It's actually a good night here at the Good Park, and we've created a Ghanaian version of the Alliance Arena here. It has been very fine, and that also here is even more heated than what we have in Alliance Arena in Germany. And it was not expecting us to see 5 goals in the Champions League final, 5 goals to nothing. This shows that PSG has been the favorite from the scratch to now. I mean, from the start of the game. This is a team that didn't start very well. They have to play the playoffs before they get to the knockout phase. They play that and then they get to this stage, beating all English teams. Now an Italian team, and they did justice. I believe if you want to win Champions League, if you want to win treble, the only medication now is to employ Luis Enrique, and he has done. I like that. If you want to win the Champions League, the only medicine is to implique, and most definitely, thank you so much for talking to us. And somebody will say the major season of football has come to an end. Do you agree to that?
Yes, because the Champions League crowns everything. Now there's a new tournament that we're expecting, the Club World Cup. I believe we are going to have an exciting football also to enjoy then.
All right, most definitely. Well, Sedi, some people are saying that if Inter Milan would have known, they would have not, decided to move forward. They should have allowed Barcelona. Probably Barcelona could have given PSG a much tougher competition. I don't know what your pundits in the studios think about, but let's see whether we can talk to most people. And okay, so I've got a Paris Saint-Germain fan here.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Jay.
Wait.
Dembele for Ballon d'Or.
Dembele for Ballon d'Or. Do you agree, Sedi? Dembele for Ballon d'Or.
Certainly, looks like he has won it. He has won it also, yeah.
Treble. What you will talk again? Nothing else. Dembele for Ballon d'Or.
Are you sure you are really a PSG fan, or you just decided to be a PSG fan tonight?
Because of Barcelona. I don't like the name called Barcelona, so I'm PSG. I don't like the name Barcelona. Anywhere I'll pass and I hear a name called Barcelona, oh, I'll bow down.
I like that. Okay, all right, so you heard it from another guy. He says Dembele for Ballon d'Or. I don't know, well, whilst we were watching the game right here at the Good Park, I heard some people, having a conversation, and they were saying that they wish that Dembele could have been on the scoring sheet, and that could have given him some chances for the Ballon d'Or. I don't know about you, Sedi. What do you think?
Well, I feel that he had an assist, or he had 2 assists actually in the game, and he actually impacted the game positively as well. So, Charlie, he has won it. Yes, he has won it. He has won the trophy. He has something to show for his efforts.
Okay.
So I think he gets the
There are more people who want to talk to us, so let's get into that action right now. And Odd Butchwal is here. How do you feel after this cracker? But would I say it wasn't good for the Italians? How do you feel?
I feel very happy because I go against Mbappe for Madrid. I'm a Barcelona fan. We should have been there.
Charlie.
Step back. But I pray for PSG to win this Champions League since they qualified for the final. Because Mbappe will regret moving to Real Madrid. That's what
So for you, you are against Mbappe or against Real Madrid? Which one?
I'm against both of them because he's now playing for Madrid. So I'm against Mbappe and Madrid.
Oh man, when it comes to football, you get the most surprising ideas.
Yeah.
Somebody is saying that he is against Real Madrid and against Mbappe, so that's why he's supporting PSG. Can you believe this? Wow, interesting. Well, so the party is live and in charge, and Sedi, if you're not here, obviously you're not here, so yeah, Charlie, we will go to party. But want to say a very big thank you to Old Mutuals. Want to say a very big thank you to Good Park, and guess who is here? I mean, I don't know. Mimi is here. I don't know what she's doing here. What are you doing here?
I'm here to support my son's team. What are you talking about?
Oh, your son supports PSG.
What are you talking about?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Oh, then that's fantastic. It's good to know.
It's a win. It's a win for us.
People, yes, it's definitely a win for us. And for me, I told you early on this afternoon that I am French, and anything French I would go in for. So congratulations to PSG. Let me say it in French. Félicitations à les Parisiens. Ils ont tout fait. Yeah, so I think that's how we wrap it up for Good Pack right here. And it's been an amazing time. And big shouts going out to every single people who made it possible. Big shouts going out to Old Butchers. Big shout outs going to Spotty FM, Spotty TV. Big shouts going out to Good Pack too as well. MX24 making sure that we have a wonderful time. So Sadi, back to you inside the studios.
All right, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Mimi. Mimi was here not long ago, and I gave theories, and you see the theories have paid off. Yeah. So y'all gotta give me, this season. Boys, Didi, Betway, we've given score lines, we've given, we've done it all. Betway, our boys need Didi. So just log on to www.betway.com.gh. We say muchos gracias to them for holding us down, and also to Jibu. Jibu. Uji and now Jibu. Always better life with regards to water. Charlie. But as the thing happens, you can send me some cash. Send me keke. Send me keke. Charlie, send me keke. But guys, how the trophy that's going to be handed to you, how does that one work?
No, Enrique, he's happy because right now he has his name. Right when you're talking about cool Guardiolas, the Jose Mourinho's, you don't see people really mention Enrique. With Abasa, with the Luis Suarez, Messi, Neymar and co. But he's done it with Dembele and co. This actually taking him a step behind, like making it. Right now, he's even tied with somebody like with a number of champions with 2 trophies. I see he's the happiest man. And you see how Calais the hard
I think not just as he has a successful league, he has had a successful season overall. Go to him, he has done incredibly well.
And he needs this too. He can't eat because when he did in Barcelona, just missed out on I think 1 Super Cup. So that's great.
Let's talk about this. Is a player who this is a guy who used to play tennis, not even at a professional level. Now, because of association with a family, he gets into this position where he has literally been running Paris Saint-Germain since they took over. They've made purchases, gotten people, but Marquinhos is one of the people who has stood the test of time. I don't know how Thiago Silva will be feeling now. I don't know how the likes of Messi would be feeling. I don't know how Neymar will be feeling. I don't know how Mbappe will be feeling. But Marquinhos hoists that trophy. And that means that, yes, officially, if the 5-0 was not enough, officially they'll be handed the trophy. So they are the champions of European football. But guys, it's surprising we are not hearing any player being linked to or away from PSG. At this point in time, off season, we know PSG and how they operate. By now, we should have heard 10 names being linked to everybody.
So, once again, they've now taken a different approach to how they are running things. Unlike first that they just put money outside and be buying all the big names in town. Right now, I think he's got to understand the football world. As you said, he was not in the sports. When he came, his idea was trying to buy any good player. Right now, Todd Bowley came and he was literally just buying him. If you don't want, you just need to. So right now, he's got to understand that football is like a properly run club, like somebody like Perez. Like you take our time, you have to have a project. So right now they have a project in mind, and it's paying off. They are even lucky that it's even paying off in the first or second year. Like let's say the second year of the project. So I don't think they'll rush in to get players. They have a good team which can be consistent for a long time. So maybe they are just 1 or 2 positions they'll need backup for, and maybe they'll go after the Club World Cup or something.
Yeah, as you said earlier, he wasn't familiar with the game. Football administration is a big deal. You need to understand the ins and the outs of it. Just like our friend from Chelsea is really having a hard time to maneuver his way through. He has come to understand the game, and he has come to realize that it's not just about signing big names, but getting 1 or 2 qualities, get the other team to blend with the quality, and then it gives you the result that you are expecting. So this is beautiful from Paris Saint-Germain. Out Laffy, he has done great.
And then Man City also have an oil tycoon. That's Mansour will not even come here unless maybe it's a final. Mansour has been to City games like 3 times in the entire purchase of the club. But this guy is he's entering dressing room, bathrooms, everywhere, up and down. He's always everywhere. He's been involved. And, so finally he can smile. You can see how they are lifting because he's really suffered.
Because it pay.
And you know that Mbappe time, he gets angry, furious. But right now he has something to laugh about.
And I'm surprised not to see Macron here today, because this is not just a win for Paris Saint-Germain, but for France football. For the
we say
French
he's
football.
dealing with something else.
We can see.
We know we are not. We have not said anything. So bonsoir. That's all.
Finally, he can smile.
Don't freeze.
Had a great season. Has had a great season this season,
but Inter going trophyless is not fair.
Charlie,
that's football. It's not always fair.
Charlie, yo. Wow. They have been the masters at rotation, but have been beaten by literally the same tactics that PSG used to beat Arsenal, dropping Dembele deep to create spaces and more runs for the guys on the flanks. In this case, it was Doué and then the gentleman Kvaratskhelia. And then when they switch, they swiftly push everybody into one corner, allowing the counter sides, how do I put it, lateral to latch onto it. It was either did I say Mbappe? He wish Hakimi latched onto balls much later, and then you also had the guy Mendes, who did not really get involved in the action because Kvaratskhelia was keeping people really busy, was keeping Dumfries really busy, penning him behind. Wow, that's.
I said, you know, football actually teaches a lot of life lessons. Today you have everything, tomorrow you wake up and you lose everything.
What are you saying?
So management is very important in life. You don't get money today and then the next day you are spending it on anything.
So what are you saying?
Well, I'm just relating it to what has just happened to Inter Milan, and then today they were vouching for the treble, the next day they don't have anything. So that's life, you know, it happens.
But you mentioned Arsenal, and I'll say Arsenal should they should encourage themselves with this. They should, because they're also having a new project. They should not give up.
6 years on a new project?
They are making progress because they got to the semi-final of the Champions League. They faced a better side. Yeah, so all I'll say is they should just
keep
do the necessary, maybe 1 or 2 additions, and they could compete for the trophy. Because this is their first title. Arsenal could also win theirs next season. Who knows?
Quick question. Do you guys see Arsenal winning any trophy next season?
It will be very difficult, but right now we can't tell. Yes. Because at the kind of somebody like even Liverpool, though Liverpool didn't win EPL in like a very long time. They won one, went on. They had a new coach in Ancelotti, and before the season, nobody would have told him that he came from Feyenoord or PSG.
Yeah, he came from Feyenoord. I didn't regard it.
Then come in to win the trophy, but he won it. So let's give Arteta the best.
I believe the best season Arsenal had a shot at winning the Premier League was this season. A new coach coming in for Liverpool, his adaptation phase. Pep Guardiola is down. Manchester United totally down. Chelsea wasn't pulling off weight. This was the time for them to show something, but then unfortunately they couldn't do that. Not in the season when Pep Guardiola is already thinking about buying Tijani Reinders and all these kind of players. It's going to be scary next season.
But right now, I think Pep Guardiola, I don't know. He's losing his touch a bit.
Oh, would you say that, or it was the personal issues he was having that he looks to have found some super glue and mended?
And somebody like this guy, Tuchel also had personal issues, and so it also affects.
He was damning.
Yeah, so if that's affecting Guardiola, I think it will, because losing like 11 games in a row is no joke. Like 10, 11 games. So next season, City is not going to come with that firepower. They are supposed to maybe build up on where they left off and see. Because they bought this guy in January. What's his name? From
Nico Gonzalez.
No, from Germany.
Omar
Mamouche. They spent like over 200 million in a January transfer. It still didn't work, and they are still going to spend. So I think he's also now on a spending spree. If Arteta manages his team and add a few changes, I would like us to maybe even give them somebody like Rodrigo on their left wing.
Charlie. You see, I'm bringing names that I have decided that I would not talk about because Rodrigo is a special case. I don't want to really. If we get into Rodrigo, we'll do a lot of exposés. So let's.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you
want to give them.
Yeah, if you give them somebody like Rodrigo on their left wing with Saka, they can compete for.
Get a compliment of Victor Gyökeres.
You see, that is where the issue is. So the sporting director wants Gyökeres. The coach wants Sesko. Now, it looks like the coach is going to have his way because Sesko almost joined the club in January. So he's going to have his way. When he has his way, Sesko, over 70 million.
And Gyökeres, I think 65 or 60.
And Gyökeres has tasted the English game before. So I'm struggling to understand Arsenal these days, you know. I'm struggling to understand Arsenal. But with such a young team, would you say PSG would start a mini dynasty? Or it would not end well?
We live to see.
We'll live to see. Yeah.
So we are coming back with Alonso. The Alonso era is going to be deadly.
Wonderful. So will you give me early predictions towards next week? Maybe the next week. Okay, Champions League for crashing. The next year's Champions League winner.
Oh, we are coming for it. Oh my God. So
Apollo system.
The Alonso project is going to be deadly.
Okay, the Alonso project. All right. Jesse.
The deadliest attacking football in Hansi Flick's Barcelona. Expected.
Okay, so they are saying the trophy will go to Spain. What do I say? Me, my team, no.
I mean, you are playing some this season.
No, West Ham. West Ham.
Talk about your team. They play some this season.
West Ham, we are managing. West Ham, why are you doing this to us?
I'm sure that your Brazilian boy
Champions League with.
Yeah, Esteban. That was why Augusto was wearing that jersey.
They'll play Champions League with Madueke. Okay.
William is coming.
But if no, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but okay, so the Allianz Arena, yeah. So today actually marks its birthday. Hip 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 5-0. Hip 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 5-0. So 20 years ago it was opened, yeah. So guys, stats showing that yellow cards were only 6 in the game, just one more than the goals that were scored. No offsides for Paris Saint-Germain. Attempted on target 8, and they scored 5 of those. Imagine all 8 going through. It would have been bloody. It would have been bloody.
But PSG were wicked today.
PSG were wicked today. Anyways, Charlie Twilight, thank you so much for coming through. It was a pleasure having you.
I also enjoyed my time.
Yeah, we'll do this again. We'll do this again. And Jesse, he gave us a theory. What was the theory?
I don't remember.
Don't worry. But me, I remember the theory I propounded here. That is, you don't beat the team that's going to have their home their home ground host the European trophy final and go on and win it. It hasn't happened. Manchester United were the first casualties. They beat Atletico Club de Bilbao, went into the Europa League final, and Ekomepe 1 shot on target, 1 shot near Kepa. Now we have another case. You beat Bayern Munich, you want to go and pick the trophy in their backyard. But only one team also has been able to go into the backyard of an opponent who was hosting and beat them and won it.
You want to say Chelsea?
I'm just bringing facts. I haven't said anything. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming through. My name is Sedina Bedman. We were held down by Betway, we were held down by Jibu, and also Charlie. Thanks to all the guys inside GGC. Thanks to all the guys who were in-house who helped put this together. And thanks to you, yes, the thousands and thousands of you who actually caught the stream. We are most and eternally grateful for the opportunity to come your way. Let's do this again, and this has been a special coverage of Off the Cuff. But it was a watch along for the UEFA Champions League final, which ended with Paris Saint-Germain annexing their first, possibly of many, UEFA Champions League trophies, and Inter letting go of another trophy. They still remain at number 3. We'll see what happens much later. Let's do this again. There are a lot of things to get into despite it being off-season. We're out for now. Take care of yourself. Don't do what I wouldn't do. And I always say, adios.